welcome back to Tarot in Time. This is going to be a reading for Scorpio. I'm just losing my words. It's been a while since I recorded, sorry. But this is going to be a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you, but hopefully it does resonate with the majority of you. We'll see what comes up. I'm actually trying a little, I know looks the same and I am working on something that's different, but I'm trying a new microphone, so I really hope that this makes a difference. Okay, so let's see what the angels want Scorpio to know. Ooh, they're alive. Wow, okay. What else for Scorpio, please? What else for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? Cards are a little quiet. Okay, so I like to start off with a message from the angels. What does Scorpio need to know? Thank you. Okay, so we have block out distractions. Block out distractions. So what I'm getting here is, as simple as it is, block out distractions. So basically this is what's saying is that maybe there's an element of listening to too many people around you, or they are influencing your decisions, Scorpio. Only you know what's best for you, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but you do, trust me. And this also means that, there's an element of calming your mind so that you can get done what you need to get done. Coming from somebody with ADHD, which just feels like impossible most of the time. But, in this case, I do feel as though, there may be things that people are saying to you around you that may not be helping, I would say. So just, really trust yourself and your intuition and what it is you're working towards. This could be around relationships or work. It's, you need to not listen so much about what other people around you are doing, whether they're bringing you down or they're lifting you up. It's, it's great if they're lifting you up, but, just watch out for the undertone of how they are communicating with you. Only you know whether they've got your best interest at heart. So I would say that, just really think about what it is that you need and don't let anybody else influence your decision making. So also at the bottom of the deck here we have courage to ask for and accept help. So as much as I'm saying that, don't listen to what everybody else is saying, I think that I feel in particular this is more around knowing who the right people are to ask. So whether that being, a therapist or somebody who's already gone through that situation or that decision, because they are going to have the tools and the knowledge that you need in order to make an informed decision for yourself. So it's really important here that you speak to the right people. And the right people aren't always necessarily the people that are closest to us and the people that we trust with our lives. Sometimes this is somebody of professional help that is going to be a bit more objective, tell you the hard and true facts, so then you can weigh up your options about what it is, what kind of decisions you want to make. So bear that in mind, please, Scorpio. Okay, so the first card you have is Justice. So I do feel like there's been maybe something that's been unfair in your life. Like I said, whether this be relationships or, work or family life or things like that. So I do feel like I kind of get the impression of like I'm getting backhanded compliments, and I'm also getting like the underdog. excuse me, sorry. Yeah, like don't always believe the surface of what people are telling you. And I do feel like you kind of you have the upper hand in terms of what you hear, what you see is, not necessarily what it is that you're going to believe. If there has been some kind of injustice, or you feel like you've been treated poorly, or that, I am a firm believer of, what goes around comes around. And I don't always necessarily mean that as in something bad or anything like that. I just feel like the energy we put out into the world is the energy that we're going to get back. And you can't cheat yourself. You know what I mean? Especially when, there's karmic cycles and there are people that may not treat others how you would expect them to treat others, and that is their own relationship with their higher self. Only they are cheating themselves out of having a fulfilled life. And I do think that, you've got that element of, you can stand by your decisions. You can also shoot straight and be like, okay, this doesn't feel right, and it's because it's not, or that treated unfairly, and usually it's because there's something else better out there for you. So don't feel as though if you've been having a really hard time, there's always a reason. There's always a lesson to be learned. There's always a karmic justice, as it were. So I do feel like the angels and the spirit guides do have your back. And yeah, and if somebody's not being justly, then that's not going to impact you, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's responsible for your own life decisions and how you treat people. And so ultimately your karmic lessons will come back to you, whether it be positive or negative, because negative is an experience that you have to learn. There's a lesson that needs to be learned so that you can move forward and, have more information that you need in order to make, a key decision in your life. Or it's more so like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like you get the picture. You get the picture. The next one you have is the star, which is beautiful. So I do feel like there's some wishes being granted here. So whatever it is that you've got in mind that you think, do you know what, I really want that. I do feel like there's an element of patience here. I do feel like patience is really key to this, which is, it's really hard when you really want something. It's like, patience. But I do really feel like there is an element of that, that, you need to have faith that everything is working out in your favor, and the divine is really helping you move forward. But I do see here that your wishes are being granted. Also, I believe in, words of affirmation, convincing yourself that you already, you're going to have these things, so you don't need to worry. It's also with the justice, this is divine timing in terms of when this is supposed to come into your life. So it may be that, that job opportunity, or, that person you've had your eye on for a long time and you really are just like, why won't they pick me? Or like things aren't moving as fast as I want them to, kind of thing. It's because there's lessons that need to be learned. Things need to happen in the right divine timing for them to truly work out. If you're forcing things, it may not turn out how you want it to. We also have the Page of Pentacles here. So I do see this is around, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but, I feel like you've put down roots, but you're not, when I say you've put down roots, it's like you've invested time and energy into something, right? Whether that, across all aspects of your life. And I do feel like there's an element of wondering why the roots haven't truly gone deep yet, and why isn't things materializing in the way that you wanted them to. And I do feel like there's an element of second questioning yourself. Also second questioning, with the star here, is like second questioning what it is that you really want. I think it's time for you to have a really good think about what it is that you truly want, and what's worth fighting for, and what's worth your investment in your time and energy. Because I do feel like there's going to be deep roots planted and you want them to be in the right place. Also, it's good to be inquisitive. This is a page, so they're very, they're open to learning, they're open to new experiences, they're very playful young vibes, so it's okay to also change your mind and think, actually that's not working out for me, I'm going to do this or whatever. You need to go with your gut on that. So I do feel like, have a really good think about what it is you're wishing for, because it may just come true, Scorpio. Okay, you also have the Five of Cups here, so I do feel like there's been some disappointments that have been happening, and that's understandable. Something that you wanted to truly work out may not have been working out for you, and this is saying to me, don't give up hope. Don't think that your life is always going to be this way, because it's not. I do also see, this beautiful sky in the background, this night sky, and it just looks so peaceful. But yet this lady is focusing on that deep pit of where all of her cups are going, like, oh, what's the point? You know what I mean? And I do feel like there's an element of making sure that you can see the bigger picture. That's why I'm saying be careful what it is that you wish for, because I do believe that you will get it. You will get it. So have a really good think about that, and where you truly want to put down your roots, whether it's in a person, a job, a location, of where you want to buy a house or rent a house, or whatever it is, where you live, a holiday. It's these things that we're working towards, that we truly, this would be a wish come true. It's just, make sure that they are the right thing for you, and you've truly thought them out, and that it is definitely what you want, So that's how I'm feeling about that. Let's see what else we have for you. I do feel as though, there are some really exciting opportunities. Not everybody is in a position where they can have hopes and dreams and then know, like, yeah, this is going to come true. So I do feel like, you're in a very unique position here, where you can truly enjoy the moment, knowing that what's meant for you will come to you. And I think, it's about making peace with your life decisions, and what's made you the person that you are today, Okay, what else do Scorpio need to know? Give me all the juice. Give it all to me. Wait, oh. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, so first of all, we have the Hermit. And with this Hermit, as you can see in the lantern, there is a star in the lantern, which is really interesting because, you have the star card, which is cute. I love these, they're cute. Which is again saying that, the more that you invest into your dreams, the more likely they are to come true. So just make sure that they are the right dreams for you, and you're not being influenced by anybody else, because you do have the card of block out distractions. So making sure that nobody else influences what it is that you want, whether there's somebody like a family member or a partner that's pressuring you, or it could be a boss that's saying, you need to level up, or blah, blah, blah. I want... If there's expectations of others, I feel like you need to just truly hone in on yourself and what it is that you want in life. What you want to achieve, what you want your future to look like, because nobody else, as much as they try to kind of sculpture what they think that your future should look like, especially with family and stuff like that, because they truly care about who you are and they want what's best for you. But only you know what's best for you. Only you can manifest your dreams, and you need to make sure you're putting the right energy into, making that come true. And you don't want that all to be for nothing, because of the Seven of Pentacles here. This is, this gentleman here, he is looking back on what he's already invested in, and I can really see the questioning here. I can really feel him questioning, have I invested my time and energy in the right things? Have I made a mistake? Is this truly what I want? Is this what I want my future to look like? Do I want to be with this person, or do I want this job, or do I want to live here? Do I want to hang out with these friends? Whatever it is. I do feel like, there's an element of question in here that, you need to have a really good think about what it is that you want to, put your roots down with, where do you want your roots? And a good question to ask is why? Why, Scorpio? Why that dream? Ask yourself that. Get yourself a little notepad and paper. Paper? I meant pen. a notepad and pen. Yeah, and ask yourself why. Why do I want this? And is this at the influence of somebody else, or just because I truly want it? You also have the Six of Swords here, so I do see that, you know, you've maybe been having a really good time. I'm sorry, a really hard time. Did I say good time? I meant a hard time. And, you know, this card is around going from choppy waters to smoother sailing waters, which is going to be a lot more comfortable for you. So I do feel like once you figure out what it is that you want in life, things are going to be a lot more smooth sailing for you. Things are going to fall into place because they're meant to happen. It's because you truly want that. You know what I mean? But, you know, with the Hermit here, I do feel like there's a lot of, you know, the Hermit, it's around wisdom. It's about really understanding your inner self, your inner worth, what it is that you truly want, and only you. This solidarity, inner reflection stuff. So, you know, that's really important for you at this moment in time, Scorpio. 100%. That's going to be really good for you. Okay, let's see what the Moonology cards want to say and give you advice on, Scorpio. But I do feel like, you know, if there's something that you really want, you're going to get it. Simple as. The question is, do you really want it? Do you really want it once you have it? Do you actually want that? Is that going to make you fulfilled? Is that going to make you happy? Is it going to be what you thought it would be? You need to be asking all these questions to yourself. What is it that I truly want? And why? And why? Okay, what does Scorpio need to know? Thank you. Okay, one more. One more, please, for Scorpio. One more, please, for Scorpio. What else does Scorpio need to know? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there was actually two here. There was one hiding. So first of all, you have balanced spirituality and practicality. So again, this is very in line with, you know, what I was just discussing with you. This is around really truly honing in on what it is that you want spiritually. So what is your body and your brain and your whole self-being, only yours, telling you that you want, and then making that reality rather than pushing towards what you think you should be doing because it makes sense. Like, it has to have meaning to you, and you have to know why you want it. So balance spirituality and practicality, they have to be in line in order for you to truly get that star, to get that wish granted. You also have, it's time to release negativity, which is interesting because it says full moon in Scorpio. So it's time to release negativity. So, you know, this goes hand in hand with the angel card about, you know, blocking out distractions here. Making sure that you do what's best for you. And as much as, you know, sometimes we don't even see it as negativity when we have the opinions of others who truly care. And sometimes, you know, we think, oh yeah, they just want what's best for us. But it's surprising how much the people we love and we trust go into our unconscious brain when we make key decisions for our life, because we think, well, you know, this person seems to think it's right and they know me like the back of their hand, so this must be right. And that doesn't actually always help us. So it's time to release negativity. You might not see it as a negativity, and I'm not saying it necessarily is, because, you know, these close people around you, they want what's best for you, but only you know what's best for you. And, you know, even if you make decisions that may upset others, as long as you know that you've put in, you know, you are fully behind your decisions because you know why. Scorpio, I feel like this is like the motto. This is obviously going to be the name of the video, but you need to know what you want and why. And it says the energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. So I do see, you know, like I said, with the Page of Pentacles, you know, you already have some roots down, and, you know, maybe you're struggling to understand why they're not fully taking deeper roots, where you're starting to see the outputs of your investment in time, energy, money, whatever it is. And it's just a case of making sure that you're putting down the right roots, because the right roots for you will suddenly The energy is gaining momentum. It will gain momentum. It will, because I think that once you put your mind to something, you will achieve it. Which is why it's so important that you need to know why you want something, because once you get it, there's no going back, unfortunately. And so it's so important that you do what's right for you. Anyway, Scorpio, I hope that was really helpful. I'm going to conclude this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and I hope this is really helpful for you. So, sending you loads of love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!